They're good with computers. We slap bang out the Lucas. Anyway, this is a story time. Oh, let me think. What story should I tell them? I don't really do the YouTube thing. I just do the YouTube thing. So I can say to certain people that, I tried to do YouTube, it didn't work. So I had to go back to trapping and selling drugs. So I'm gonna delete this video later so that they can't play it in court. But anyway, but anyway, what story time should I make this about? Story time. I'm trying to think of interesting stories I've never told before. Interesting stories that I've never told before. Let me think. Oh, KSI and Logan. KSI and Logan. No, KSI and Joe Weller. KSI and Joe Weller. So back in the day, when was this? 2018, I think. Year 6 I was in. The KSI and Joe Weller, I'll tell you the story. How I actually missed the fight. So, like everyone, I was super watching the build up. I remember I'd be at school, primary school, my friends, Leo, Jojo, all these people we were talking about. KSI, Joe Weller, in the build up, we were proper into the Sidemen beef, all the stuff, we were proper into the Joe Weller and Malfoy fight, we were proper. Like Leo introduced me to the Sidemen properly, yeah. Bro, I loved them. I loved KSI, I loved the Sidemen, So I was proper involved in that. When the Sidemen would beef, I used to listen to all the KSI, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, this. I was proper involved in that YouTube era. I used to be a massive Rice Gum fan. So this was me back in the day. This was Liquid D-Roy, innit? Liquid D-Roy. So Liquid D-Roy, he's super excited for the KSI Joe Weller fight, innit? But he has church on a Saturday. He's a Seventh Day Adventist. So if you don't know what Seventh Day Adventist is, they are denomination of Christians that go to church on Saturday, the Sabbath, innit? And they keep the Sabbath holy, innit? So from sunset to Friday sunset to Saturday sunset, that's when they follow that, innit? So he's at church on Saturday. Now he's begging, he's praying, he's praying to God. He's saying, God, I know I have church, but please, let me go home in time for this KSI Joanna fight. This is gonna be the fight of his life. Da, da, da. I love KSI, and I remember Leo supported Joanna. I remember we'd be getting changed in the toilets, and this nigga would be supporting Joanna. I'd be supporting KSI. We saw the video of Joanna on the back, on the machine, but we were all like, niggas were scared. I knew KSI was gonna whoop their ass. I knew that shit was fake. Even from young, man knew fighting like the back of my hand, didn't it? Like the back of my hand. So man knew that nigga was getting whooped from. I knew that ass was getting whooped from. He'd get on his ass like Diddy fam. So obviously we all know what happened when the fight took place, but that's not how I found out. So I was at church, and I wanted to go to my friend's house, innit? So Yao went to the same church as me. That's my friend who I went to church with. I wanted to go to his house to watch the fight, because for some reason we were not getting home in time to watch it. My dad decided to fucking play drafts, innit? Now, if you don't know what drafts is, it's a board game. Now, my mum used to always stay late at church, so my dad decided to play drafts instead of take us home. My mum's decided to just stay and talk to people instead of take us home. The church is finished. Now, if you know how late these fights happen, these fights happen at 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Yes, my dad played drafts till about 10 o'clock. So we're there. He's playing the drafts and whatnot. He's playing the drafts. And we've told him already in the morning, please. Can we go home early to watch KSI fight? Or we're saying, at least can we go to Yao's house? He's like, yeah, we'll take you to Yao's house. Keeps playing drafts, keep playing. I'm begging him, he doesn't stop playing. Eventually he said, it's home time, yeah? So we run in the car, me and my sister Rose, we run in the car, drive to Yao's house, we get there, I'm like, yeah, I've run up the stairs. I'm like, yeah, was the fight finished? She's like, yeah, KSI won. And I'm like, yes, my nigga. Want to see the highlights? When the highlights come up, KSI punched up his face. And then after that, me and Yao did a little body spar. And everyone's seen it. The one that says boxing. That's where that clip comes from. I might even put that clip at the end to show the story's true. But yeah. So guys, that is actually no, that's not. That might be. I know I watched AJ versus Parker. I think that's the first fight I ever watched live. I didn't even watch this fight live. But that's like one of the second fights that got me into boxing. So AJ Parker. I saw the Klitschko highlights in it on the news with my dad. That's also just how I found like boxing interesting. I remember one day, this is a separate story now, but that's the end of that story. One day, my dad used to always watch news, innit? Always. He loves the news, bro. He loved the news way more than he loved me. So yeah. So what was it? So one day, watching news, da, 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 my dad in the morning, I see the highlights of AJ Klitschko, and I see AJ go back, get back up down from being knocked down. That's how I started to love boxing. That's why I love AJ to this day, innit? AJ's my nigga, innit? AJ's my guy. Sorry, Ty, son. You might don't know what I'm calling. It's Idris Elba Daily Duppy, innit? Oh, go listen to that if you're bored right now. But yeah, so that is the first fight that got me into boxing. Like I seen the highlights of fucking AJ and what's it called? AJ and Klitschko. Then I watched the AJ Parker fight. But aside from aside from AJ, KSI, that guy actually got me to boxing and even introduced me to Devin Haney. If you guys do the knowledge, innit? Go do the knowledge on how I was the first nigga that, like, I'm not talking about like pure boxing fans. Obviously, the real boxing fans knew about Devin Haney, but I was the first nigga to know about Devin Haney. Now you man are gonna do some real knowledge, do the research, innit? Do the research like Lil Reese, innit? On Devin Haney being on the undercard of KSI versus Logan Paul 2. Do the knowledge now. Do the knowledge now. Do the knowledge. Do the research, innit? Of KSI being on the undercard of Devin Haney and Billy Joe Saunders. If you don't know, like, Billy Joe Saunders fought Canelo. Oh, I can't lie. KSI and Logan Paul really got me onto some of the big boxers, fam. Like Devin Haney and Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders introduced me to Canelo, who right now is my favorite fighter of this generation. I love Usyk and but I love Crawford as well, but I love Canelo differently. No Diddy, fam. I love Canelo. I like the Mexico. See me? I like violence, G. I like violence in that, bro. I'm not trying to see no. I love Mayweather actually. Mayweather might be one of my favorite fighters of all time. But I don't like that style, innit? He's perfect here, so you can't hate on him. But I'm not here for these Shakur Stevensons. Do something. Do something, bro.